Hello and welcome to another tutorial for Pimcore 11. In this video we're going to create a layout. If you want to follow the tutorial, you can either follow our other videos or you can get the source code at GitHub. The link will be in the description. A little setup guide how to get the database into your Pimcore and also the admin access for the backend. Now we're gonna start our Docker containers. Mine are already up and healthy, perfect. And let's get right into our instance. If yours is still in the login interface, just enter admin and actually don't remember the password. Right here, admin password local. Okay, we have a home document where we can set a H1 headline, some description text, add some text, edit some links, but the navigation bar should be the same on all our pages. So we should actually extract this into a layout which you can use on every other page. Let's get started. This is our portal template. Let's first cut out everything and create a new file. I'm gonna put this inside a layouts folder and create a default layout. Here I'm gonna paste all of it inside, and the only thing that we are gonna need in our portal template is this part here, since everything else should be the same on every page. Let's insert this here, save everything and reload the page. And all our styling is gone and we only have our inputs. This is totally normal. So let's tell Twig where to find the layout it should use. Inside the portal, we're gonna enter keyword extends and give the path to our layout, which is layouts default.html.twig. Now we're going to define a block which is called content. With this we can tell Twig inside of our layout where to put exactly this part of the page. We want it right where it was before. Let's use the double brackets, which is for printing out code. And we're gonna use the block function and tell it to render the content block. Now we save both and can reload our page, and we should be back where we started. Perfect. Now we can reuse the layout for various pages. Now, there are some parts inside the layout which should be dynamic anyways. For example, right here, the title. This should vary from page to page. Inside a document, in SEO and settings, you can actually set a title, which I already have done here. And this should be outputted right here instead of this static text. For this, we can use a Pimcore function. Let's execute it. And you can access the document object with the keyword document, and you get the title from it like so. Just the title we want to insert into a Pimcore helper, which is Pimcore head title, and just give it as an argument. This should have changed nothing for now. Let's open the page up and you see it's still localhost/home. But if we output this Pimcore helper down below, Pimcore head title, you will see that the title will change to the given text. Now we should actually change this code up a little bit. We're gonna check if there is no other head title set already. You can check the head title helper in the source code. There we have a function called get raw content. So here we can check if raw content is an empty string. If this is the case, we want to set the document title. This should still work as before. We set our homepage tutorial. But if we set the head title now inside of our portal outside the content block with, for example, test title, we should actually have our test title instead of homepage. There you go. Now you can override inside of your template how the title should be outputted. But we actually want the title from our document. And the same goes for the description. Now we go back to our layout. Go to the next line. There we can also go like this. Do Pimcore head meta. Let's check the helper, in which the function which will be called is always the invoke function, and you can see you can already set the content inside the invoke function. You don't need to call another function. So here we're gonna go document description and also output the same function. This should change nothing for now. If we check the source code, there is no meta description for now. And if we go here and enter a very interesting description, it should be right here in the source code. Which it is not. Let's check the helper again. It's because the head meta helper is not only for the description, it's also for various meta tags. So we actually have to tell him that we are setting a description. We're gonna get the content and add the key value right here. We're going to create a description. There you go. Meta description, content. It's all set. There are also helpers for link, which is called head link helper, and we can append style sheets. head link. Let's also check out this helper, head link. The invoke function, you set your attributes and you can tell it if it should be appended or not. But we're not going to use the invoke function. We're going to use the append style sheet function, which should be down here somewhere. Let's just try it out. Percent append style sheet. Let's enter the style sheet. Output the helper. Append another style sheet. Actually, let's leave that out for now and just make sure this one is output right below, and check on our side if it's still functioning. As you can see here, the style is still included and it's all handled by Pimcore, which is quite useful since now inside of your template you can actually execute this call again and add an additional style sheet just like so. And let's try to add a test CSS file, which we of course don't have, but we won't worry about this now. And it's added right here. And now you can add style sheets based on your used template. We won't need this, so we're going to remove it. You can also add these types of style sheets. But this is going to be in a next tutorial. Let's continue on with our navigation. We won't create the dynamic navigation now. This will be in the next tutorial as well. But let's put it into another file so we don't crowd the layout too much. Let's use the include function. We're gonna put the file into navigation folder main.html.twig. Let's create this navigation main.html.twig. Add the content here. Save here. Those are too many. And check the site again. And we're still there. And it's all set up for our next steps. See you then.